Welcome to Pottycast, episode 6-69. Our guest today is Kate Eckel from Kate's Wine Bar in downtown Littleton. She doesn't own it, but I've heard she's there a lot.
Named it after her.
And her business partner, Lisa Harris, is here also. And I think she's probably been kicked out of Kate's Wine Bar with you at some point, I would assume.
Yeah, but except it's Leslie.
Leslie, did I say Kate?
You said Lisa.
And I wrote down Leslie.
Did we start at Kate's Wine Bar?
I think we accidentally. And now we're, I gotta log back in.
Call me whatever you want.
Lisa Leslie. Oh, that's a basketball player.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was thinking Lisa Loeb. She's a singer.
She sings.
That one song that you
Used to
say, and I hear what I want to. Da, da, da.
Yeah, it's from the movie Reality Bites. So you guys own Bluspark HR Solutions, correct?
Yes.
We bring the solutions.
To the HR
Yeah.
with a spark. That's
Blue.
So if you were an electrician
Uh-huh.
and you put the toaster plug in the wall and that blue arc,
Uh-huh.
that's positive energy, right?
Yeah.
We bring positive energy to the workplace.
Yes. And if you're an electrician and you do that with a toaster, and that toaster's not in your bathtub, I think there's really something.
Yeah.
That's why we put together policies and procedures so people know not to plug that in the bathtub.
Brilliant.
And if you do, then you probably need to call a plumber.
Probably, yeah.
And a few other things.
Once your bathtub melts,
You're gonna need a plumber.
I'll plug it in the toaster in there. Talk a little bit though about like what you guys can bring to businesses and companies to help them. And I think a lot of it in a lot of ways nowadays is just kind of making sure all the boxes are checked so you don't get into trouble.
Correct. It's still your business, right?
Yeah.
And like what you know really well is plumbing.
Mhm.
And what we know really well is HR. So we come in and we're like, hey, how can we help you? Are your posters up on the wall, right? Like your labor posters. And do you have job applications? And when you post a job, are you following all the regulations in Colorado? Are you doing that correctly?
Mhm.
We're not here to tell you that you do stuff wrong because you don't do HR. You do
Right,
plumbing.
right.
It would just be like you coming into our house and saying, hey, did you know that none of your pipes are hooked up? And that might be why your front yard's, flooding.
Yeah,
And we're like, oh,
yeah,
good to know.
okay,
So it's just kind of that exchange of information,
Yeah.
right?
okay,
You mentioned check the boxes.
yes,
And we make sure that your boxes are checked because as a business owner, you are incredibly busy doing plumbing and dealing with scheduling and clients and invoicing and accounting and all the different pieces. And HR, regardless if you have a small company or a large company, has to get done. Somebody has to check those boxes.
yes,
And a lot of times within the state of Colorado, they're changing constantly. And so we are up on those things versus as a business owner, trying to keep up and making sure that you are compliant at all times. We just take that piece off your plate, just as you would hire an accountant or someone to come and do your plumbing.
Oh, okay, that's good. Now, another thing I was thinking about was like, it doesn't happen necessarily here as much. The construction culture is a little bit different, but it can easily. So it's like an uneasy time in a lot of ways. How do you, kind of, a good rule of thumb to just avoid getting, into a really uncomfortable place when it comes to just, let's just say workplace banter.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And we actually have quite a few construction clients. So
Okay.
workplace banter and things that happen. What we do is more of a, let's make sure that you're protected. I can't be out there on the field with your crew at all times saying, don't say that, that's not okay, that's not okay.
Yeah.
But what we can do is make sure that we are training up front to say, here's what's appropriate, here's what's not appropriate, these are the expectations. And then when they're going out in the field, we also hope that we can help the managers to give them ways to deal with those uncomfortable conversations. So if somebody does say something to somebody that's inappropriate, how do they handle it as a foreman or supervisor that's out in the field dealing with their crew? And so it's a lot of it is education and knowledge.
Okay.
And then when a situation happens, that's when we take it back into us and say, well, let's talk about it. What happened? What was said? How does this impact your team? I think what's nice about our practice is that while we are black and white, there are things that are absolutely yeses and nos, you cannot steal, those kinds of things. There's a lot of gray area within a business, and every business kind of has their own culture and vibe. We want to make sure that we're matching that while we're staying compliant as well. So really kind of meeting your team where they're at and how can we do better. If there's somebody that's on the team that is not maybe a good fit, then how do we terminate appropriately and making sure that we're checking those boxes?
Yeah, that's something that we ran into, is we've had people literally quit and then apply and receive unemployment.
Mhm.
That just goes against everything that we've ever been taught. And I don't understand how, is that just more of a Colorado thing? Is that
It's a state thing, so the
State.
state makes the decision.
oh,
And
okay.
so HR doesn't, and we always recommend to our clients, absolutely respond. So the state's gonna send you and they're gonna ask you for your response. You're like, this person quit of their own accord.
Mhm.
Then it becomes up to the state. The state says, okay, we'll look at all the facts and they may decide to. And then I always say, you know what, it's just so they can put some food on the table,
Yeah, and I get that too.
Right. And so, and you have your unemployment tax that you pay in.
Mhm.
So it isn't dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
And so, the hope is that they'll be getting a job pretty soon. So, now I'm kind of headstrong when it gets to, if they stole from you, they stole $5,000 or $10,000, and we respond, look, this person stole.
Yeah,
And then I want to be in on your unemployment hearing. Because
yeah,
I want to make sure that the state knows that, so you don't have to pay that unemployment, because that
Mhm.
person did something wrong.
yeah,
And that's a service that we do for our clients.
okay,
You don't have to be on that unemployment call. Put us on, we've done it many, many times.
okay,
And so we know how that goes.
sure,
And one piece with that too is even if somebody terminates or you terminate them, by Colorado law, we need to offer them or give them a separation piece of form that Colorado State has. And on that form, it does ask for the reason of why they've left, and we can add that into it. The state doesn't see that, but the state needs to make sure that you've actually sent those out for anybody that terms.
Yeah.
And then that also will help in your unemployment claim as well. It
Okay.
says reason for, leaving, then theft, and they probably won't find it.
okay. That's good to know. Yeah, it was just kind of a head scratcher.
Oh, yeah, it hurts a little bit, right?
It does, yeah, and it just kind of rubs you the wrong
Yeah.
way.
It
Yeah,
does,
yeah.
yeah,
And we totally get that.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a discussion with you. Do you want to fight it or do you want to let it go?
yeah,
And if you fight it, we'll be there for you.
Okay.
And one way to also protect yourself from those types of situations that we can also say back to the state, in our handbook, it states this, and this. We'll then go back to sign the handbook, we have it on file, they knew that was a company policy and they violated.
Yeah.
So that's just one more piece of protection, is to make sure you have a tight employee handbook that will cover.
okay, yes, that is good. Yeah, I've heard that, and we've been shoring ours up. We've been doing it since the beginning, just trying to, as we get information as you go. But thank you very much. Where's plumbing thing that's happened at your houses?
Oh. We laid a whole main line in the backyard,
Uh-huh.
that went out. And the company that we hired some day labor off the street, and we pretty much pieced together that day labor stole from us at a later point of time, because they got in the house, they knew where everything is, they barricaded our dog. They,
Really?
yeah, you can't see any of the electronics from our windows.
Oh.
They knew where all the electronics were. So it was that kind of stuff. And then we did a full basement remodel and we dug out a foot of dirt from the basement.
Yeah,
So the plumber that we had in sat there in the basement in the dirt and glued those pipes together.
mhm.
So
Yeah. So did you have old galvanized piping under your slab, do you think? Yeah. Yeah, that's, somebody made an oopsie there when they decided that was a good idea.
it was 1952.
I know, it's that time period, they did that, and then everything above ground was plastic usually, or copper, but everything below ground is this cast iron, and so we run into it all the time, where the bottom half of the pipe just goes away because it's wet
It
inside
deteriorates,
and
yeah.
it's wet outside,
Yeah.
and then eventually, it's kind of, it's funny and sad in a way when you're doing a camera through those, because you'll see like worms, it's like an old horror movie, with the bad special effects and
They
the
show us,
worm.
You know, black and white.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, they're coming.
Oh, and I do want to do a plug, because we have the tankless water heater.
All right. Yes.
And use these guys for
Yes.
tankless water heaters. They are the way to go, the way of the future,
That's right. So you can shower for 4 days if you need to.
if I need to.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
That was one thing I've never had a tankless. It's still, but back when I was still in the drinking days, that would have been helpful for hangovers.
Ooh.
To just sit in there until you feel better.
Yeah.
You know?
For 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
Yeah. Now
That's
it's
what it
longer.
ends up when you get
It
older.
is now.
Then you can
Used to be 5
rehydrate.
minutes. Now it's 4 days.
Yeah.
I know.
And you just did some big remodeling as well.
Yeah, we didn't have any plumbing issues, knock on your toilet.
Yes.
But I will say, my neighbors across the street, they just sold their house and they had to have an inspector come.
Oh.
And now all the front yard is gone and they're redoing all of it and
Oh,
it's a mess.
that's a big job, big
Yeah.
undertaking.
Yeah.
And it's the most expensive thing you have to have done to your house.
And they're doing it and then they have to leave. They
Yeah,
just sold the house.
that's
It's
usually
part
how
of
it
the
works.
inspection.
Yeah. Not this house. We've completely remodeled this house we're in too, but we did the one before that too. And then within 6 months, you like get it done. Let's move. So dumb. Does the employer throw you guys under the bus a lot? And
Sometimes
say
and we're
the-
okay
it's
with
HR?
that.
That's what I wondered.
Yeah,
bet
and
you
I will
are.
offer that up
Yeah.
too. Like, go ahead and use me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be. HR says we can't do this, and HR says I can't wear this anymore.
Yeah.
HR says I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, sure, we can roll over us all the time.
Sure.
And so for somebody that's looking into going into the field of HR, one of the things that I tell people is make sure you have your network of people, because you can't be hanging out with the employees that are drinking. And probably not the bosses either. Like, make sure that you have a really strong family life and a really strong friend life, because you gotta leave the work stuff behind and have a really strong network.
Sure.
Because sometimes it gets really hard.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, one of the things that, a lot of things we'll get the family medical leave stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I have cancer, or I have a baby that's in NICU, there's a new Colorado law around that. And so you gotta start with empathy, right?
Right.
And, I knew a manager whose guy walked in and he said, my wife has cancer. And the manager goes, oh, let me call HR and get the paperwork. I said, you didn't say you were sorry that the guy's wife had cancer? Well, that's an assumption. That's just, no, that's not.
Be human first. Yeah. That
One of the
is,
things that we hear a lot is, I don't want that person fired, I just want it to stop. I don't want that person fired, I just want the baby.
yeah.
And so,
Because they've known them for a long time. They probably know their family.
They work next to them. I have to come in tomorrow and have coffee with you in a meeting.
Yeah.
It can be uncomfortable, and that's where we can really facilitate those conversations too. Into, hey, this is what anti-retaliation looks like. So if I'm the one that's reporting it, I also do have some protection.
Yeah.
In addition to the person, you know, everyone involved has kind of their own part to play, and we walk through all those pieces to make sure that the reentry is comfortable.
In Kate and Leslie Harris.
I like this list.
Lisa Leslie. Who's playing Kate? And who's playing Leslie in the movie about you guys?
I'm gonna go with Lisa Loeb.
You should.
She's got dark hair, right?
who's that actress that was in Wicked? The little short blonde?
Oh, Kristen Chenoweth.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like that one.
Yeah.
You-
Chenoweth.
Can you
Yeah.
hit those notes?
Hell no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive.
Maybe. It depends.
Yeah.
If you fall.
Sure.
And you have a scream. There it is.
You want to try?
Nailed it.
She's a little brassy.
I knew you could
I like
get
her.
I love it. Who's better with the fellas?
I think we
We've both been married forever.
I know, but like just chatting in the social situation.
Kate,
Okay?
No.
1000%.
No.
Yes.
So
Yes.
just outgoing. So I'm just super outgoing. And Leslie could be outgoing when she has to be. So we were young once. We got it down.
Yeah, I saw you work over a couple of roofers last year.
See?
Those guys had no chance.
Kate.
And when was he like 6,
I'm just
7?
a wing-
Didn't matter.
Yeah. So we really want to, we like the trades. Another niche market, you didn't ask, but I'll tell you, is cannabis. So we do have a cannabis client. We both had cannabis in our experience. So we really like those heavy regulated, and construction and the trades. They're just, you guys always have guys out, right? Or workers that are out there. And so sometimes it's kind of hard to kind of monitor and manage all that.
Yeah.
And we can really help you with that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of cannabis, I had this job I went to, this is 10 years ago probably, but a friend called and said, hey, this guy grows a lot of weed in his house. Are you cool to go there? Don't freak out. And I'm like, of course, I don't care. It was on a scale though, that was so
Impressive?
massive. Yeah. The whole basement, wall to wall,
Yeah.
had plants that were almost touching the ceiling.
Yep, up
There was
and down and
all
rows.
water pumps, fans, all this stuff going on. And I get out of my truck in front of his house on the street, open it, and I can smell it from there. And I go, holy crap. So I go, ring the doorbell, and this tall, he looked like a burned out surfer. He had he was bald on top, but he still had the long hair. And he was already high. It's like 8
I think he is all the time,
Yeah.
just in that house.
Yeah. And then his wife came out too, and it was like, there was a fog in there. And so he showed me a couple things that need done.
Were you high by that time?
Oh, I get high later. So he's telling me this stuff that he's done, and then he's telling me he's already got quotes on this stuff.
Ah,
And all the quotes are shockingly really, really high. High. Win-win.
hey!
So, but I'm not that, we're not that way. So I'm like, yeah, I can't charge you $400 to change your shower head, even though you say you want to pay me. I can't do it. I just can't. Everything was,
Wrong business.
no, but everything was, I mean, that's crazy talk. He has it sitting there and he couldn't figure out how to do it. Whatever.
That makes sense.
We go through this whole list and then his wife starts showing me things she wants. And there's like 6 to 8 items. And we go out in the kitchen and he's just roasting this ball right there, and just because he asked if I was cool, whatever. So I have to go to Home Depot to get some parts, and I go, and it's super early, and I went to the one off Alameda. It's like east of Wadsworth over there,
Yeah.
and no one's there. And I get out, and I walk to the doors, and I'm like, what is that noise? And I turned around and I just left my truck running in the parking lot. I had a contact high, and then I went in and I got some bubble tape and Doritos and Mountain Dew, and I went back and it felt fine then. But it was unreal how fast that hit, because the house was just like hotboxing in
Literally
there.
everywhere.
Yeah, that was
Oh my
really
goodness,
funny.
imagine a fire at that.
I know. Oh yeah.
Ooh, the neighbors,
They'd
the
be so
neighborhood
happy.
for a week.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't read the operation. It was so big.
Yeah.
And
But
he was-
people think that just stupid people are growing weed.
Yeah,
and
no.
they're not. These are very sophisticated operations.
Yeah. Do you guys ever eat pot gummies to sleep or anything? You want to plead the fifth on? Yeah. Can't hear me over the fish tank. What?
I have had
Sorry, do you have chips?
I've had 2 knee replacements, so for that I
Yeah.
did take the gummies, and actually I was doing a study for the hospital here that I had my knee surgery with, and we did opiates versus cannabis,
Oh, yeah,
and cannabis was a better option for me
sure.
versus the opiates.
Yeah. The opiates make me emotional.
Oh yeah.
I started, like, the kids, when I had to take them, I used to have really bad joint pain from drinking, I think. Yeah. And I would take them, and then the kids would walk in, and I'd just start crying. Like, I love you so much. I wish I could get up and hug you, but I can't. I got to go. Gotta go.
Well, and then that will also in turn mess up your toilets because
I
opioids
was
do
just
that
gonna
as
say.
well.
They do?
Yeah, they
They
Make you
bang?
constipated.
Oh,
yeah.
And then
that's something I've never had to deal with.
I told my husband it was like having clown hands up my butt.
Why'd you go with the clown? Were you like, hey there, Gizmo? What are you doing?
it's a great.
Hi there, bozo.
Yeah. Man, your hands looked a lot bigger. I'm glad they're not.
It's little T-Rex hands actually.
Yeah. Just stay up there. No, none.
Yeah.
We had to go with the poop jokes because this is potty.
But I'm bummed.
I
Yeah.
love it. This has been really great. I really enjoyed our time,
Thank
Kate
you.
and Lisa Leslie.
I
And
like my new name.
yeah, so each of you, fairy tale for the rest of your lives and how life could lay out and just be as good as possible for you.
All of it's good, you know, we're kind of looking maybe Lake Superior. It's kind of our big dream, lots of water. And yeah, so really enjoyed this time. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And for just being a cool business owner.
Why not?
So yeah, we're
Yeah.
here for you, man.
Cool.
Fairy tale is that people call us for all their HR needs. We make their life a dream come true.
Love it.
Ta-da!
That's awesome.
Oh,
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Take it,